Hello, everyone. Bill Thornton, SoCalSabre here. How you all doing today on the first Sunday of NFL football? Yep, got my Bills hat on. It was an interesting game today. They did win, but I had my doubts for a while there. Things weren't looking too good for a while in the first half. But anyway, I don't know what we're going to talk about today. First to talk about that I'm sitting here fat, dumb, and happy. I'm looking at the computer. It says it's 3 minutes to 7 or 3 minutes to 4. And StreamYard saying it's showtime. So that's why I came on early because of that. So I'll wait just another minute or so, see if anybody else is coming on, because I definitely got surprised by that. I've been having some issues lately with not only StreamYard, but with OBS, and I don't know what it is. So if you're watching this later, and you got anything you want to bring up to me, just put it in the remarks, and I'll definitely get back with you on there. Sorry I came on early, but that was StreamYard that forced me up here early today. But I haven't talked about it. I'm just waiting a few minutes because it's now, my computer's just saying it's now 4 p.m. That's what time it was scheduled for. And at 3:58, StreamYard says, it's showtime, go live. So I did everything. I don't know. So today I broke out a football game that I haven't played in quite a few years now. And I started to look at it, and boy, am I going to need a refresher on playing this one. And it's fourth street football, and I had the 1995 season. So I started to look at the rules a little bit, look at some of the contents. I tried to find some good stuff on YouTube, but there's really not any good videos on fourth street football on YouTube. So I'm bound to determine I want to play this game again. It's been a while, and we'll see what happens. I'll have to work my way through it. I don't have any hot subjects to talk about today. So we got 3 people watching. Got anything you want to discuss, please bring it up in the remarks section, and I'll be happy to get back with you. We're happy to talk to you right now about it. I did, I don't know if you saw my end of the month, or not the end of the month, the video that went out yesterday on my spinning of my albums and CDs. And then after that, after I was all done with that, then the mailman came. So I'm going to do it with something that I ordered, and something I'm kind of excited about. I'm going to be doing a special video on that one, just to show you what it is. Everybody's leaving. Okay, coming in just for a little bit and chatting. I don't have much on my mind today. I don't know what to say. I'm still playing some games. One thing I do have on my mind is we are, as of the last time I looked today, I'm going to look again right here, right now, and we have 996 subscribers. 4 more to that big 1,000 mark. And that's when I'm going to be doing my last giveaway, but it's going to be a bigger one because it's 1,000. There's going to be 3 winners for this one. So once we get to 1,000, I'll announce that we're at 1,000, and I'm going to wait for a little bit to make sure that it stabilizes, because sometimes on YouTube, the subscribers go up and then they go down and they go up and they go down. So I have to wait and see if they stabilize. That being my last giveaway for a while. And if it does come back again, it's going to be come back with a little bit of changes. But the giveaway will have a little bit of everything. It's going to have some solo games in it, some family multiplayer games in it. It's got a few sports-related items. I'm not going to say games, items in there that can be picked. But there's going to be 3 winners. So hope everybody's going to have some fun with that one. Yeah, Ray, getting pretty close to that. Getting pretty close to that 1,996 right now. Big giveaway coming up. 3 things, 3 items. I don't know if you were on before, and I said I pulled out football today, and it was 4th Street football. I haven't played that for years now, and I'm going to need to do a little studying on that one because I can't even find a good learning video on YouTube. There's a couple videos out there, but they're not teaching me what I think I should be learning. So I'll read the rules and go over the contents, have some fun with it, and I will put a video out on it. I'm also in the process right now of studying and learning the game Comic Hunters. This is comic books, and they're all Marvel comic books from all the way from like the 80s to the 90s to 2000. Then they're cards. And I guess you could go, it's a set collection game. It has some drafting aspects in it and some good strategy in it. And this game came out in 2020, but it was in Brazil or Portugal, somewhere outside the United States because they didn't have the rights to bring it into the United States. And it finally came to the U.S. right around Gen Con time a month or so ago. I was able to pick it up in Barnes & Noble. So I'm going to learn that. It's some fun that I don't have any war games going right now, Ray, but I'm looking at some things. I don't know what I'm going to do. I was listening to a guy the other night that said that, and it made kind of sense. He says that, we keep playing, learning games we play, and learning games we play, learning games we play, learning games we play. He says every once in a while, he says we should go back and repeat a game that we like so we don't have someone studying, so we can enjoy a game without learning. And I might do that, probably if I've got some more games that have come in, but that would require learning. But if I go back to anything, I'm probably going to go back to something in the blind sword system because I like that system. It won't be the big one like most fearful sacrifice, but something in the earlier blind sword system and play a game of that, do a video on it. Football right now, like I said, the 4th Street football is out. I did a couple Inside Blitz games. Hadn't got that on the table for a couple of years. I was happy to get that one out and get that one going again. I'm still planning on doing second season football this year. I'm going to be doing the APA, my 1964 Bills replay on the APA. But nothing else going on there. And then we are, if you like the video, please go down there and hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Help the channel get to that 1,000 mark. Put some comments in the remarks section when you see this video now or later. And that helps the channel grow too. Channel does have channel membership now and is available if people are looking for somebody to help out. But if not, no problem. We've been working together for a long time now. Ray, you got any games on the table right now? When will I start the NBA games? The NBA games will probably start towards the end of September because the season doesn't actually start until the end of October, but I'll start the end of September. So this is September. Now we're only a couple of weeks away from the camps opening up in hockey. So I'm probably going to be starting hockey relatively soon again also, but I'm going to keep baseball going as long as baseball is going. So tables get kind of crowded. We'll have baseball, we'll have hockey going, football going. And then we'll get into basketball. Basketball, I'm looking. The one I don't think I played last year I didn't think I played replay basketball. I have a project going on in that one. And I want to get that out on the board. I do want to get bang shot basketball. I kind of enjoyed that game. That was a new one for me last year. And I want to get there's a project I've been working on for a long time, and it's in It's Status Pro basketball, but it's the Phil Graham version when Phil got the rights to revise it and everything. And I've had a project going. I like his game, and I've had a project going for a long time. Maybe I'll try to finish it up. I'm in the finals, I think. I had created like a 2-6 team or 2-5 team leagues and did a season. Now I'm doing the playoffs on them. So that's my initial thoughts on basketball right now. The greatest team set in the 55 Pirates season replay was season ticket. Oh, 55 Pirates season ticket. I don't know if you saw that my game the other day. I have season ticket back out again right now too, but I have a 55 tournament going. And it was the start of the semifinals in my tournament, and Detroit beat Baltimore in 11 innings in that one there. That was an exciting game. Next game I'll have coming out on it is Cincinnati at the New York Giants, game one of the semis in the National League side of my chart. Greatest team set. I don't know. I didn't know there was a greatest team set in season ticket, but then I haven't looked at season ticket what's available for a long time. I have 55 and a couple other seasons. I don't remember what they are right now, but I've had them for quite a long time. They've probably been updated since I had them. Of course, I still have my 56th Fall Classic Baseball project going and my 61 Detroit Tiger one going. Then out of the park 25 baseball, I have the 84 season going. I think I'm through 25 games now. No, 35 games now. So I'm only recording and posting every 10th game in that anymore of the season. It's a couple followers. Oh, okay. Play ball. All right. Oh, if I'd have read your first post a little bit close, I skipped it. It says I am playing payball, and I just skipped right over that word. I said I am playing greatest team set. That's what. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. Got my new glasses in, but that won't help me because I only use them for reading close up. Okay, a couple some good football games today. I saw Miami won with a 52-yard field goal with no time left on the clock today. That was a good one. The Bills were down 17-3 in the second quarter, and they come back and won that game over Arizona. But I was having my doubts there for a while. Looks like right now it's just me and you, right? Nobody wanted to come on board today, or maybe they're tied up watching football or at the football game, something like that. I think in one session a while back ago, you asked me if I would recommend the book I was reading called The Confederacy's Last Hurrah. Yeah, I'm still only about maybe a little bit more than halfway through that. And it's taught me a whole bunch about, it's a little drawn out sometimes, but it's taught me a whole bunch of what was going on during that time through, up through that Spring Hill that I did there, up to Franklin and up to Nashville when the Hoods pushed north and the history about it. I had one guy, I read a review or listened to some review that actually said he thought that guy made the book too much orientated toward the Confederacy. Well, it does talk more about the Confederacy than the Union. And I guess that's why it's called the Confederacy's Last Hurrah. I looked at that Shiloh. That's from Revolution Games, I believe. I looked at that. I didn't pull a plug on it. I have every other one in Revolution Games, and I was going. I don't know why. Maybe I'm starting to get a little smarter or something. I was going, do I really want this? I have Shiloh by Worthington, and I've never played it. I have Shiloh books that I haven't read yet, and I probably will, just because make me a completist with Worthington. But I think I put it on my want list. As a war gamer. Did you? Are you going to get it? No, I don't have that on my want list, but I'm going to add it on right now because some of the stuff that's on my want list I don't want anyway. I did order one from Compass. I did one of their Kickstarters recently that looked interesting, and it was something about the Weston. Let's see if I can find that file quickly. Something about the grants campaign West or something like that was the name of it. I should just bring these files up before I even start on one of these, so I don't have to be looking for them. Let's see what it is. It's Grant's Western Campaign from Compass Games. I just ordered that on the 23rd of August. Every time I keep looking at this on order list, I keep saying I got to cut this thing down, and I keep turning around and ordering more stuff for it. I did get one of my things off of the on order list, but it wasn't a war game. It was the Thunder Rolls racing game garage set expansion. It's pretty cool stuff. That's a really neat game. I played that a couple years ago. Did a tournament during the 24-hour marathon that I hosted for the Extra Life, and everybody that played it really had a good time with it. Yeah, right. Well, the best ones, you can get a couple states of siege games, but the best ones that for solo are in I believe the Blind Sword, the Shattered Union series, and the whatever that one, the Most Fearful Sacrifice, because they're either chit draw or card draw, so you never know what's going to be coming up next. So your best laid plans could get messed up, and I always play it, and if I'm playing the Confederates and it's the Union's turn, I do the best with it. Tells you who can do what, and so they basically do the move or they attack or something. So, yeah, look for a chit draw one. One of the Confederacy ones that I got. This is a State of the Siege game. Jeff Davis, Confederacy at War from White Dog Games. This is a pretty good game. You see on the back, it states of siege. And it's real tough to win. Real tough to win. And then, of course, the other solo, but that's Civil War era. Like I said, I don't think there's nothing else. Some of the Worthington games play okay solo, but I think the best one is the Chit Bulls. The best ones for playing solo, that is. I'm still interested in and waiting for the one for a long time from DVG. It was a Kickstarter that I ordered back in 2024. No, it wasn't 2024. It was July 2023. That Jeff Davis game is White Dog Games. But anyway, from DVG, and it's Robert E. Lee, and that's a solo one too. And it's supposed to be built similar to the Napoleon one, which is a good game. I enjoy playing the Napoleon one. That's a solo one too. Just looking to see if there's anything else up here that would be good, that I know that would be good solo. Yeah, and if you get to do chit pull ones like from Revolution Games, they're all chit pull games in the Revolution War from them in their series, and I would recommend that you look one with that doesn't have a gigantic counter out there. Like Long Street Attacks is a lot of counters on that one from Revolution Games. I was just trying to bring up their website here and look at some of theirs. Yeah, I see Shiloh right now is on sale for $80 in the box, $60 Ziploc. I'm gonna scroll down here. I have Sedgwick Attacks and the Prelude to Vicksburg also from them on the shelf waiting. Grand Havoc I have on the shelf waiting. A Greater Victory, that's with them. That's not too counter heavy on that one that I remember. The one I started with was Thunder at Dawn. That was the first actual battle of the war. Let's see, that's in 1861, west of the Mississippi in Missouri. That's the one I started with. And I'll actually probably, if I bring one back out to play again, that's probably what I'll bring back out to play. Work my way back in there. Kernstown has a lot of counters. I guess, and I don't play. And Long Street Attacks definitely does have a lot of counters. I guess I don't play all these games. I must be just a completionist to say I own them. I don't know if anything ever happens to me, what my family's going to do with all these games, but I'm sure they'll figure something out. Hey, Mike, thanks for stopping by today. Nice game today with the Bills. I was a little bit nervous there in that first half, but they pulled it out. That made me happy. I don't know if I can do this or not, Ray. I want to try to bring this link over to you. No, you have to scroll down. Yeah. Giving us scares early. Yeah, I was thinking, I said, good thing I got a pacemaker now. Give me an exercise a little bit today. But they turned around and they came through. That was cool stuff. Are you going to be on the air tonight? $10 p.m. Eastern. Okay, cool. I'll put that out there. Anybody that's interested in football, or especially Buffalo Bills, but football in general, because they talk about other things, check out Nickel City Mafia tonight on their YouTube channel at 7 p.m. Pacific time. And they'll run down today's game and probably talk about some other things, talk about next week's game, which is only 4 days away. It's on Thursday. Yeah, Mike, just you and Ray on here today. Yeah, 4 more subs to 1,000, and we're gonna have that big the for now the last giveaway, and it's going to be 3 different games. And as I said earlier, from people in case they weren't on or weren't listening, there's going to be some solo games, there's going to be some family multiplayer games, and there's going to be a couple items of interest for sports games, not games, but interest seasons for sports games. But 3 people, if I get enough people to join, and I'm sure I will. Yeah. Flash flood warnings in Temecula, hail like crazy and high winds. Didn't have none of that up here today. But even like yesterday, Michelle called me. She's in Apple Valley. For anybody that doesn't know, that's right next to Victorville, the next city. And she said it was just pouring over there. Nice and sunny over here. I live in this little valley in Victorville. I think that's where I miss all this stuff. But I had the big surprise yesterday when I came home from the mall. I got up on the ladder to put my flag up. I looked out on my lawn and there was a dead cat out there. So I had to take care of that. I didn't touch it or anything, but I got it scooped into a big trash bag and thrown in the bin for the trash tomorrow. Hi, Stephanie. How you doing? Glad you could join me. If you have any questions, just bring them up. This is just open talking about stuff. And I think this is your first time on. I missed your live broadcast this morning. I know you had one at 9 o'clock Pacific time. I'm going to go over and watch it later, but I missed it because I got preoccupied doing things around the house while I was waiting for the football game to start at 10 o'clock. So I'll try to catch you the next time you have one live. Well, what is Stephanie's channel all about? Stephanie, you want to put up a little blurb of what you do on your channel here? Let the people so they can read it and see what they do. She talks about several different things, but I like to see if she'll put the accurate information up. Did you see this one, Stephanie? It's asking about what kind of shows you do on your channel. Oh, there we go. Oh, left. Mostly about music, records, and CDs. Yeah, we ran across each other because I do one of those also. I was just put my weekly one out yesterday on what I listened to last week, and then last night the mailman came. Not the mailman; it was one of the delivery services, and something that I've had on order for a while. So I'm going to do a special video on that probably tonight or tomorrow, just because it's a nice thing that I wanted to treat myself to, and I got it at a really decent price. So I'm going to do a video on that one too. Yeah, Mike, check her. Check her channel out. I think it's just called Stephanie West, her name. I'm looking right now, so I give you the Yeah, you can find her. Yeah, there it is. She already wrote it. It's just, or else you can find it. I just did a search, Stephanie West, and she comes up on that on uh, on the search too. Yes, Stephanie has been going for a long time. I can say I've started this in early 2000, just about the time we went into lockdown on COVID. I started making videos because I was stuck in the house by myself, and I wanted to something to do, and then I got to liking it. I do a lot of research on my games that I play and so forth. Yeah, Stephanie, I don't know if you were on a few minutes ago. If you like football, check out Nickel City Mafia tonight, 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Pacific time. They'll be talking about the Buffalo Bills football game today and some other stuff. They do a lot of football stuff on their channel beside Buffalo Bills, but they also do hockey on their channel and fantasy football and food, Buffalo food and everything. So a lot of cool stuff they do over there. Yeah, so almost to 1,000. I'll be doing that giveaway here at 1,000, and everybody will be notified of it. And all you got to do is when I do the giveaway video is get in there and make a comment or something, whatever. I'll tell you what you need to do to be eligible to win. There'll be 3 winners in there. Yeah, I couldn't come in today with a lot on my mind. Anybody have any questions or subjects they want to bring up? Feel free. This is open. Whoa, my current game's on the table. Well, I have on the table right now. I have 2 baseball games. I have season ticket baseball, which is a 1955 tournament project, and I have replay baseball, which is an all franchise teams, the best franchise teams tournament. Right now, I have a game on the table that I'm learning that's pretty cool. It just came out this year. It's called Comic Hunters, where it is comic books, and you're trying to collect a set of all these different Marvel comic books, and you got to do it through set collection, and you do it through drafting and all that. And I'm learning that. Like I was telling Ray before, the game came out in 2020, but it wasn't eligible to come to the U.S. because of the royalty rights and that. And it just came out about a month ago in the U.S. I picked it up in Barnes & Noble. So it looks like fun. And all the cards are the replicas of what the original comic books look like back in the day, all the way back to the 60s and 70s and everything. That's pretty neat. I just drug out a football game today at halftime when I was watching that one, and it's called 4th Street Football. I haven't played for years now, and I'm going to have to really refresh myself on. But right now, that's what I have going on the table right now. I was telling Ray before, I'm about ready to bring out a war game again. I haven't brought a war game out, but I think I'm going to instead of bringing a new one out and learning and then playing and learning and then doing a demo. I watched a guy the other night that says he does a lot of war gaming net, and he says, every once in a while, he says, I recommend that we just take a break and bring out a game that we know that we don't have to study and learn a lot and play and have fun once in a while. I think that's what I'm going to be doing. Okay. Trying to keep up down here. Okay, Steph, I'll ask you this question. So I'm still going to watch your video later tonight, but what did you get any new records in this week or CDs in this week into your collection? Hey, Ray, are you still on? Got 5 people showing up there. Oh, you want me to say something again? Stephanie, I was just guessing if you got anything, any new records or CDs into your collection this week. Hey, Dave, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I saw that you're playing football. I thought you were playing some second season yesterday or the night before. I stopped by and watched it for a little bit. And sports wise, I've been playing football, but I just finished some Inside Blitz. I know you knew that because you made a comment on it. And I just pulled out one that I haven't played in years now, and I'm going to have to do some study. I just pulled 4th Street football out, and I have to do some studying because there's not really any good videos to be watching on it. Oh, okay, Stephanie, I can understand that. Yeah. Sometimes I wish that I could be a little bit more under control myself when it comes to my records, my CDs, my games. But I guess what else are you going to do when you're old like me? Hey, Dave, I saw that you went to Canton to the Hall of Fame up there for the football thing and that, and it looked like you guys had a lot of fun. It sounded like it was fun anyway. Okay, Ray. I was just seeing if you were still on. I haven't seen her anything from you for a while. Like I said, we're ready for the Civil War games. Check out Revolutions with their chit pull systems for solo play. That's the best way. Yeah, hey Dave, I saw that you had a blast. You played a lot of different games. Did you have a hard time trying to learn all of these new games at the same time? Because I've been to some tournaments before where I've been up to Tempe for a war game convention. And sometimes that gets a little bit crazy because you're trying to learn a game and play. And I think war games are probably a little bit more complicated than some of the football games. But did you have a good time, even though you probably had to learn a lot of different ones? Yeah, Dave. There's not much on baseball on 4th Street or basketball. There's a few basketball ones out there, and I actually put one out a while back ago with demo. Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah, and looks like you guys had good attendance. What did you have? What did it look like? About 30 people that showed up from around the country to play in that. And Ray, the second answer to that one, I did some basketball. I did do 4th Street basketball. I could probably got 1 or 2 videos out there on it. I've never played 4th Street baseball. I don't own it. Yeah, over 30, biggest one yet. How many years have they been doing that at Canton? Yeah, I was a little dumb. I was last July. I was in Ohio. I went through Ohio twice on my trip. Never thought one time about going to the Football Hall of Fame, which I should have. I did make it to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, but not to the Football Hall of Fame. And Ray, back on the basketball game is not that hard to learn. They actually got some cards that you can play that really help expedite the things. And actually, I like the mechanics of 4th Street basketball, but the reason it doesn't hit my table a lot is, and it might be just my mind, it seems like it takes longer to play that basketball game, than my other basketball games. I mean, things are moving along seems smoothly, but this, I don't know. I'll break it out again this year and see if I'm just, my mind's getting the best of me on that. Yeah, I like that day when you go to some place like that when it's open and wide. Like I go up every year to Las Vegas and I play in the the Las Vegas Championship for Apple baseball tournament up there every year, and that's a lot of fun. And the guys are so great, I meet a lot of guys. Yeah, we only play baseball, but great talks and everything. Great community. There, I missed that one, Stephanie. I'm sorry I missed that up there. If you're still on, I'll get to it. I play, what kind of games I play? I play sports games, just about all sports games. You said I don't play soccer or tennis games. Okay, just about any other sport I do play. Board games. I predominantly like war games, and I have other type of regular multiplayer games and solo games, for the family and everything like that. But in war games, it gives me helps me learn more about my history and everything. And I'm kind of more of I've kind of moved into the Civil War era. And what I do is when I buy a game that's about a battle in the Civil War, I also buy a small book and I read the book so that I'm learning more about the history of my country while it's doing that. And then it also brings out the game, the flavor text to me. It makes the game more exciting, me knowing what was actually going on at that time versus what I was doing in there. But I have other from World War I, World War II, all different wars and everything. And if you go up on my channel, Stephanie, and I got one playlist up there that's called Collections and Videos, and it shows you a few areas that I do my videos in, and it also shows you a few of the shelving areas in each where the games are stored. You can probably get a better idea of what that is. And then, of course, I'm doing my music every day. Yeah. What did I listen to today? I listened to Let It Be, the 1974 album by the Beatles. Yeah, how old are the boys? Do you want to get them into too much technical and chase them away? Because some war games can be pretty complicated and chase people away easily. But there's a ton of other type of games. Like I was talking, I don't know if you were on when I was talking about comic hunters. And that's comic books. You're hunting. It's for boys who love to play this one, probably. And you're getting the cards and you're trying to collect sets of, okay, I got Black Panther and I want Black Panther first editions and everything. And all these cards they're all regular playing card size. They're all the actual covers of those comics that were around years ago. And that's the name of it, Comic Hunters. And I'm just now learning that. It just came out in the US about a month or so ago. You can find it in Barnes and Noble. Look it up because it came out in 2020, but not in the US because of the royalty issues. Okay, 8 and 11. Yeah, you should start them off with a little bit easier stuff than the war game. There are some really good ones because I have two 10, I think they're both 10. I have two 10-year-old grandkids here in California, one up here in Apple Valley and one down in Temecula. And I try to give them games, but I try to give them something that's a little easier. Like I just gave my granddaughter up here one called Cosmoctopus. That's fun. We'll look that one up, Cosmoctopus. That might be one that you might be able to get them into. It's not that hard to learn. It's not that hard to teach. And then I gave horrified to my son Mike and his kids down there. That's a cooperative game with the family. They're all trying to run away. It's very popular, and they're all trying to run away from the monsters that come up in that chase. It's not a scary one. That might be one you might want to look at for your boys too. They might like running away from the monsters. Hey Dave, you're still on. I get my mind forgets me sometimes. Are you in the NFL? What's the team that you followed the most? Is it the Patriots? Because I think you're from the Boston area, up in that area. Hey, Rupert. Yeah, it was a good day for the Bills. I had my doubts in the first half, and especially in the first quarter, but it did turn out to be a good day. They came through, pulled it out. It's kind of a strange, there's so many changes to the Buffalo Bills this year on offense with the names. It's like almost all new games. Of course, you still have their James Cook and Knox and Dalton McCabe, but all the wide receivers are all like new names, So that was kind of interesting watching those guys today. Miami had a nice win today. For their game, they won no time left on the clock and a 52-yard field goal. New England won today. So everybody in the same division with Buffalo's pulling out a win. So tonight we got the Rams and the Detroit Lions. Anybody going to be rooting for either one of them? I'm going to be rooting for Detroit. But that's have my reasons for that. I don't root for too many California teams, and I live in California. But Detroit, I was stationed about 28 miles northeast of Detroit at one time. That's where my daughter was born. And I was at Selfridge Air National Guard Base, right on the shore of Lake St. Clair. What a beautiful place, but what a cold place in the winter when that lake froze over. Bye, Stephanie. Thanks a lot for stopping by. I'll check out your video tonight, drop you a line. All right. Okay, I don't have a lot on my mind. I haven't a lot on my mind today. You guys have been really helpful for bringing up stuff today. Anybody got anything else they want to bring up or talk about? We're 50 minutes in. That's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys that do live have ever had this happen before. You know how you do in StreamYard, and it tells you, okay, 3 minutes until showtime, 3 minutes. Well, I looked down at the show was scheduled for 4 o'clock, and I looked down at the computer, and it said 3:58, and all of a sudden StreamYard went showtime. So it must have been, there were 2 minutes of difference between that, and that's never happened to me before. Okay, well, been on just about 50 minutes now, and so unless anybody's got something else, I wanted to thank everybody for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way out, and put some comments down there. Subscribe if you haven't done so yet. Watch for the big giveaway coming, and when we get 4 more subscribers. And thank you very much for coming by. SoCalSabre saying, take care of yourselves out there. Be kind to each other and stay safe.